Hi everyone, it's Nick the Gardener back at the allotment, and yeah, I'm just going to show you what stuff I've collected today. So this is just a few little grass clippings and leaves, mainly leaves in there, and this is a mixture of grass and leaves, mainly grass really, possibly only about 10% leaves really, so that's probably too much nitrogen to add in them all in one go, but that's what I popped in yesterday. I've just moved it around slightly with the rake just so it all wasn't clumped in one bit, but yeah, that's why I turn it really frequently, is because all this nitrogenous material will make it go anaerobic, and what I'll probably do is sieve some wood chips at some point. So what I turned on Saturday is now at 164, which is, you know, right on its limit really. Hopefully it's not going to go up anymore. If it does go up anymore, then I'll probably have to turn it tomorrow and give it a good turn, maybe add some water to it, and maybe add some more carbon to it as well. But quite happy with that. As long as it doesn't get any hotter tomorrow and starts cooling down, that's fine. I mean, it was on Saturday and it's now Tuesday, so it's a few days. It might still creep up a little bit, but as long as it goes down, doesn't keep going up, then it'd be good. So yeah, got to harvest a couple of leeks today for some soup. I'll dig them out in a minute, and yeah, have a look, see if I've got any allium leaf miner in them. I'll bring you back in a minute. In fact, you want to see me lob this stuff in. Well, not see me, but you know, just going to bung it in basically, and maybe add a little bit of water. I didn't cover it up last night and it did rain on it, but it doesn't look that wet to be honest, so I'm probably going to add a couple of watering cans of water. Bring you back in a minute. Just going to give it a little drink of water first. And some carbon. And if you can, it's best to mow up the leaves if you can. I didn't have time today to do it, and yeah, so I just go in whole. So that's mainly grass and leaves, but there's a few trimmings of some conifer and some shrubs in there. But, yeah, just spread it out a bit, and you can push it down a bit so it's a bit more compacted. Not knocking too much air out. You still want to keep some air in, but you want to keep it so it's all in contact with one another, so the microbes can get to work easier. Right, so that's it for today really on the compost materials and that. It's not as bad as I thought, leaf wise. Well, carbon ratio to nitrogen, probably be far too much nitrogen, but hopefully I'll get some leaves at some point. Right, that's that. No, it's not actually. I'm just going to give it some more water, and then I'm going to put the lid on it. I think I'll do. that'll do for that. So I'll top it up again tomorrow and hopefully get a load more carbon. So I've just dug out a couple of leeks and I'm happy with the size of them. But as you can see, it's got allium leaf miner damage. It's there, and I've squished that one. This one here, I've not squished that one yet, but yeah, I'm going to squish it now, so I don't want to. Yeah, that's it, just killed it. But yeah, basically, a little woodlouse. But yeah, some more down here, look. So that's the damage what allium leaf miner does. It can be quite severe. But I'll get these out and pull off a few of the leaves. And if there are any in there, you chop it into quarters and just remove the bits of the quarters where they are. I mean, there's some, might be some underneath there. I mean, there's definitely two there, you can see them. On this one, there might be one just underneath my nail, just there, slightly darker. I don't know if the screen's picking it up that well. But yeah, that one down there. So I'll be peeling these back, giving them a good look over, a good check. Make sure there's none in there and kill any of the little grubs what I see. I don't want them spreading. It's a shame really, because they're decent sized leeks. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to change the time when I put the onions out. Or, in fact, you can see something going in there, look. Little hole there. Or put a fine mesh over them when I plant them out. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But I'm sure I could salvage something from them. Yeah, looks like it's going to rain again soon. Look at the clouds and that over there. So I'm pretty much done with the allotment today. The celery at home is looking better than the celery over here, so I'm just going to leave this one over here for a bit. And I haven't mentioned yet, these tall plants here were just some cosmos, what I had left over. Just thought I'd bung them in. And I think they're going to flower soon. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, so it's still Tuesday the 3rd of October. I decided to come back up after dinner because it's still quite a nice evening. It didn't rain in the end. And I realised I hadn't actually mulched up this brassica bed for a long time. So before I use all the compost up on the rest of the beds to redo them for next year, I want to just make sure I top this up a bit and give them a bit of a boost. So, ooh, some red wrigglers on the brick there, which I've just turned over. This is a good sign. So, I'm just sieving some of this compost. Got a new sieve from Wilko before it's shut. Got it for £2.50. And I bought 14 pairs of gloves for 40p each. So I'm sorry to see Wilko's go. But yeah, one of my favourite shops. So I'm going to have to go elsewhere. But yeah, so I've just been sieving some of the compost so I can mulch up the brassica bed. So I'm not going to show you me doing it because I can't really set you up that well down here, but I'll show you the end result. Hi everyone, it's Nick the Gardener, and it's Wednesday today, 4th I think, something like that, 3rd or 4th of October. And yeah, managed to mulch up the rest of this bed. I finished it last night, but it was a bit dark to take any footage, unfortunately. But it's a bit better today, light wise, and yeah, it's looking quite good, nice and neat. So that's all my brassica beds mulched up, and the garlic bed mulched up, ready to go. I've got some more composting materials today, so I'll just show you what I've got. And this compost pile also was at 164 yesterday. Yeah, I think it's starting to cool down now. It's not got any hotter, and I'd say that's 163. So that's pretty good. So today I managed to get a few leaves. It's just a few leaves from well, dried leaves, sorry, and then some leaves from some Japanese anemones and just weeds and stuff. In here there's some trimmings from a viburnum. It's only quite wispy stuff, so that's not too bad. Load of grass, and that's pretty much all grass in there. So because I've got so much nitrogen material, I just sifted a few wood chips from a pathway over there by the asparagus, and yeah, so I've got about half a bucket full of wood chips, and it's already got a few worms. There's loads of earthworms in there. I've also got some stuff from home, just old bits of corn, kitchen rolls and stuff, kitchen paper, and yeah, so I've already put a bit of carbon in there. That was from last night, from the sievings, from the compost, what went around the brassicas. So generally I wouldn't really sieve it, but because I needed carbon, I thought it'd be a good idea. So I'm just going to set you up, and I'm just going to add the rest of the stuff in. First things first then, we'll rake this out a little bit, perhaps try and incorporate it in with grass a little bit. I'm probably going to give it some water. Yeah, just give it a bit of a mix like that. That'll do. Give it a bit of a drink now. I'll put some of this grass clippings and viburnum clippings in. That'll do for that for the time being. Ooh. Next it'll be the kitchen scraps. I want to get that somewhere in the middle. There's a little bit of carbon in that. Perhaps just give a little scattering of wood chips and stuff. Ooh, new slip. I do. I wish I had some leaves, really. Dried leaves, that is. I'll stick a bit of this in next. Just a bit in there, not too much. The rest of that viburnum and grass clippings in there. The viburnum, although it's mostly green, it's got a few sort of, large surface area, so it'll help keep a bit of air in it. There's quite a lot of nitrogen in this mix, really. So it's going to get hot. Right, that's a little smattering of wood chips. Wish I had more. I can't be bothered to sieve anymore, really. A bit more water. Grass. I'll put that in. I mean, ideally, I'd want more leaves in than that. This is way too much nitrogen, really. But that's why I'm in here, turning it quite a lot, managing it so that it doesn't go too anaerobic. It doesn't matter if it goes anaerobic at the start, as long as it's aerobic at the end. Well, most of the way through it, really, you want. But if it's anaerobic for a little bit, it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. So I'll just give that a little bit of a squish down. ideally you'd want way more wood chips than that, but that's all I've got at the moment. But you could put cardboard through it. Hi Mike, you alright? Any carbon really. But seeing as it's Wednesday today, I'm going to be turning with a pile on Saturday. I might, don't know, have to mix this in a bit better. I can't just leave this like this. I'll have to probably mix this a bit through first before I add that on top of this. But hopefully tomorrow I'm going to a customer who has a lot of leaves, and or Friday I think it is actually, sorry. And yeah, hopefully I'll incorporate a load of leaves into it before I turn you back into it on Saturday. Thank you for watching, and I thought it wasn't recording for a minute. Right, so what's next left then is to give it a quick drink and put the lid back on. And yeah, I love compost, and it's the most important thing of my allotment really. And yeah, if it wasn't for the compost, then vegetables wouldn't be as nutritious, grow as well, be plant resistant, pest resistant even. And yeah, I love making compost. If you're going to go no dig and you like digging, then turning your compost is the next best thing. Alright, thanks for watching, and see what I get tomorrow and Friday. Bye bye.